Does the name Energoatom sound familiar at all? Have you ever heard the name before? Do you even know who or what Energoatom is? You've probably answered no to all of these questions, but that's all right. Energoatom, or the National Nuclear Energy Generating Company of Ukraine, is a state-owned nuclear energy corporation based solely in the country of Ukraine. What do they do? Energoatom, as previously stated, is a nuclear energy company that produces and distributes energy generated by nuclear reactors. Energoatom is heavily depended on by the country of Ukraine because they provide many of the nation's jobs, and they supply over 50% of the country's energy. Before we continue, I want to take a moment to really explain what nuclear energy is. Nuclear energy is a product of fission, or the splitting of two uranium atoms in a nuclear reactor. When the heat energy is produced from the splitting of the atoms, it goes into a turbine to generate electricity. Nuclear energy is relatively safe for the environment because it emits no harmful gases, and it is only dangerous in the event of a nuclear meltdown. Nuclear energy is very efficient not only because it is a substantially cheaper way to produce mass amounts of energy, but it also only requires small amounts of space for production. So, why isn't every country using nuclear energy? Well, nuclear energy is not used in some countries for multiple reasons. For some small, underdeveloped countries, the cost of having a nuclear power plant might outweigh the need for having a nuclear power plant. Some people might see nuclear energy as useless because it still doesn't replace the need for petroleum in things like cars or trucks. Also, some people in residential areas might prevent a nuclear power plant from popping up near them because they're afraid that there could potentially be a nuclear meltdown. Alright, so let's get back on track here. What are some of Energoatom's goals? Energoatom strives to provide extremely safe and innovative methods of producing nuclear energy. Also, as previously stated, they strive to supply more jobs and more energy to the country of Ukraine each and every year. They have succeeded in both of these goals, and they will continue to do so. What is some of their technology? Energoatom has 4 nuclear plants with over 15 reactor units, as well as 5 other different types of energy-producing plants. One of their ideas for future technology is a mobile nuclear plant, which is a boat that can be docked into cities that are in need of power. They are also trying to make something useful out of something that seems worthless by finding more uses for nuclear waste instead of just dumping the waste. So earlier we mentioned that Ukraine is very dependent on Energoatom. We wanted to get a feel for how much this company means to an average citizen, so we went to the streets to interview a couple of random people. Excuse me, sir, can I ask you a question real quick?
Sure.
So, how important is the company of Energoatom to this country?
Well, Energoatom is very important to us. It provides many jobs for the people of Ukraine, and also it provides more than 50% of this country's energy. And also the CEO, I think, is doing a much better job too.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. So, upon hearing good things about the new CEO of Energoatom, we decided we wanted to pay him a visit so that we could get his take on the company. So how safe are the Energoatom nuclear plants?
Energoatom is an environmentally safe company, and the real only threat to the environment would be nuclear waste and a nuclear meltdown, although that's highly unlikely.
So is this company really important to this country?
Well, yes, we do supply over 50% of this country's energy, and we have over 30,000 employees.
So what happened to this company's former CEO?
Well, after some experimental nuclear fuel testing, it led to the possibility of a nuclear meltdown under his watch, so he had to be fired because we take our safety very seriously.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot that you've learned about Energoatom. If there's anything to take from this film, it would be that Energoatom is a Ukrainian nuclear energy company that produces over half of its country's energy. They strive to provide more jobs, more energy, more innovation, and more safety than any other nuclear production company out there.